Uh, I just put up to the mall and you already know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. Shoot it beside me forever, you already know how we shooting. I just put up in the foreign, you already know how I'm doing.
What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Saucy Boy Zane. I'm back with another video. As y'all can see, bruh, we stay bringing these build videos. I got y'all with any builds, man. I know people are still looking for builds. Everyone's still, not everyone knows what's happening with 2K20. We know there's going to be more pies. But I've been trying out a bunch of builds. Like I tell y'all every video, man. I've been trying out a bunch of builds. You know, I got the accounts. I got the ways to do the more than 6 builds. And I've basically just been spamming that. I've been making a bunch of characters. But yeah, man, if you're new, make sure you sub, man. Make sure you press that like button, get this thing out there. Make sure we get the channel bigger, bro. We almost close to 200. We blowing up pretty good. I'm really blowing up, I would say. But we getting big pretty quick, you know. We getting a little bit of a fan base. But on to the video, mats. Now, in my opinion, this is going to be the best all-around defending build in the game. And it's not just the defender. If you've been watching me, it's going to be similar to my 2K19 slashing defender, the one I made the Giannis build with. It was kind of like those. It's going to be similar. Now, it's not a small forward. It is a shooting guard, as you've seen. It's not going to be the tallest, but you're going to be able to do it a lot. I feel like this would be a very effective at the 2 spot in your, like when you're teaming a Parker, even a 1 spot, because it can still handle the ball pretty good. It's still dribbling. And the way the stealing works this year, I feel like you'll be able to pass a little bit without having builds that have like a 90 ball control. Because you know before, if you didn't have like above an 80, they would just spam squared. They would just keep mashing it. And that's basically how Park was for a while. But since they changed the way the steal animations are and the way you go for steals, it's no longer the same. So like I'm saying, this could be a very good 1 spot build. Then you can have like a stretch big. You have a big man. You could have a shooting guard. The sharp build that I put out. I have a bunch of builds. Honestly, you could probably combo a bunch of my videos together and make like a full pro-am team. You can make like a full lineup with this, and you can just make whatever you want. I enjoy this build. I think it's actually a very good build. This is like the first like slashing, defending, point guard build that I made. I wanted to make a defender since I did make the like a center defender, but I never made a guard one in like any 2K. I was really never like a defending point guard, and I always thought like, all right, maybe it'd be pretty good to make a defending point guard. People always dribble. I can just lock somebody up. So the way this is, it's like a pure defending, but you still do get decent slashing, and your shooting isn't complete garbage. Now, you more likely probably won't upgrade it because, like, the way which you're going to be upgrading. Now, you can choose to upgrade it, like, however you want, but it is compared to Vince Carter. This is like the Vince Carter build, if you want to call it that. Now, you won't be able to shoot as good as him, but you're going to be dunking on people. You'll still be able to dunk, but your defense is going to be crazier and be quick. Now, the way that this, like, the physical profile works, this was, like, a hard part because you want to have everything. Now, I wanted, like, a little bit of strength. That way, I could just, like, you mean if it's a small forward on me, even, like, a big man, they won't just throw me, like, super easy, or the guards, I can just bully. So, I still wanted the speed because, you know, I'm going to be fast. I'm a defending slasher. And I still wanted the vertical so, you know, I can get up there with the boards, the blocks, and still be able to do all that. So now as you see, the rebounding on this is a shooting guard. The rebounding is in the 90s. The slashing is still pretty good. Very high. You get a 92 driving dunk. Very good for this build. 71 driving lap. Now, this isn't going to be just take a right to the rack and just score every single time. But you'll be able to drive. You'll be able to slash, finish on the fast breaks and all that, which is a very good thing to have on this build. I feel like that's going to be very helpful. Being able to, you know, get the steal, get a rebound, or even get, like, the pass thrown down to you as the guard and still be able to have time to get it and still finish the dunk. You're still a good finisher. And even with the badges and all that, your lab will probably be like at an 80 or something. If someone has like a dimer, something like that, you'll still be able to do it. So I'm going with these upgrades right here. As you see, we have 30 defending and rebounding. Now, there's not too many defensive badges that you need, but I am doing the most I can have. As you see, we have a 95 defensive rebound and a 92 offensive rebound as a shooting guard. Very good. Now, I probably wouldn't say to put up the height. Now, if you want to, you can, but it drops a little bit of the driving dunk and the driving layup, which I feel like you need. The standing dunk, you really don't need as much. You really won't be high enough just to be standing dunking on people, so I don't think you're going to need that. With the weight, I would probably either say keep it the same. If you want to put up a little bit for the interior defense, go ahead, you can do that, but just know that you're speeding a little bit, like the stamina or whatever, acceleration, that stuff will go down a little bit. Nothing too big of a deal. I usually try to get like a +1. If not, I usually try to keep it the same because I don't really want to mess anything too up with the character. Now, with the wingspan, I'll probably say just max it. You really don't lose much. The shooting isn't really that good on this build, so you won't be really like shooting mid ranges at all. Now you can choose between the two takeovers that you want. This is like a dual archetype type of build. You can choose whatever one you want to use. If you want to be a defender, if you want to be a slasher, whatever you feel like will fit your team more. Now, since this is more of like a straight up defending character, and I've really been picking slashing a lot on the builds, I'm just going to go with defending. Just because, man, I want to be a lockdown defender with this. I'll still finish my dunks, but I don't need to be dunking on people and finishing layups all crazy. As you see, bro, similarities, Victor Oladipo, Vince Carter, and Donovan Mitchell. This is a very good build. You're athletic, you're quick, you're jumping high. You could probably honestly grab some boards over some of the bigs. Now, if the bigs have like not a lot of vertical, they're slow, you're going to be able to grab some boards over them. Every guard, you're just grabbing boards over easy. Even small forwards. So the only thing you really have to worry about is getting rebounds over centers. Everything else, unless the animation is bad, you're going to grab that rebound most of the time. You have like a 90 vertical, something like that, and you're just going to be jumping over everybody. It's going to be very easy for you. Now, you don't get as many playmaking badges as like you would want, but it's still good. Like I said, this is like the defending build. So like usually if it's like defending and slashing, I always go a quick first step and like unpluckable. That way I can, if I catch the ball or just my first step off like that jab or whatever out of the triple threat, I can be quick if I'm coming around the screen. Now the rest of them you really don't need. You're not going to be doing ankle breakers, so I would probably say go a post spin technician, because if you do have a guard on you, if you use as the one spot, you can kind of bully with this down low. You can post up, you can drop step, you can spin off, because you do have a high strength, and most guards are going to pick like the most speed, but you'll still be as fast. You'll have more vertical, and you'll have like basically more or as much as everything. Now we get 30 potential badges in the defense. That is a lot. As you see, there's a good amount, but you really don't need many. There's a couple that are pointless. Chase on ours, you really don't need. Post move lockdown, you can choose Worm. You probably won't even need Trapper. You won't need that. So there's a few badges that you can pass up on. I still have 9 more to choose from. I can make some of these Hall of Fame. If you want to make some of these Hall of Fame, you can go ahead. Now the badges is all up to you. I usually do the badges how I like them, how I think would work the best on the build. You really can't use the build too much, so you don't know how effective they'll be. Park is way different than this. I guess you could say play now game. It's more like a play now than a my career. So it's very different from that, like the difficulty, the animations, the way they'll play. Like it's a computer, they know what they're doing, they're always on you. But these badges still did work pretty good. I didn't have too many points. I may have had like 30 or like 25 with this build. I wasn't really going to score as much. Like I was just like setting screens. Now with this build, you see you can get rebound chaser. You can go put that thing on gold Hall of Fame. You can even put box out of brick wall. You can have this as your 2 spot or your 1 spot on the court, and you can really make this very effective. You can set Hall of Fame brick wall screens with a guard, and then still snag boards with Hall of Fame hustle rebounder. It's very good build, man. If you want to use this, I'm telling you, go right ahead, man. But this is the full video. Basically a slashing defender, but better. You rebound like a god, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.